Today we're going to be talking about Kant's theory of enlightenment. Now, Kant's theory has 5 parts. One is about the age we live in. The second is about immaturity. The third is about public discourse. The fourth is about our history and our destiny. And the fifth is about world order. Now let's get into the first one. Kant believes that we do not live in an enlightened age, but an age of enlightenment. Or at least we're heading towards an age of enlightenment. We're constantly progressing and moving forward, and that will eventually put us into an enlightened age. The second, he believes that enlightenment itself is the act of a man or woman raising themselves up from a self-imposed immaturity. He defines this immaturity as the inability to think and to use one's understanding without guidance from another. So really, being mature is having the ability to think for yourself. Now, he believes that it's extremely difficult, almost impossible, to raise yourself to become enlightened just by yourself. And it's much more effective to have a group of people and kind of help each other out, and that's the only way, really the only way that a group of people or anybody can be enlightened is in a group. You can help this process by interacting in public discourse. Talking and having free speech is the only way we will get from where we are now to an enlightened age. Public discourse is the key. Speaking with each other. Now the fourth one here is about the ultimate destiny of humanity. And Kant believes that this ultimate destiny will be overcoming all of humanity's natural disadvantages, or in other words, achieving enlightenment. See, we start off with 0 advantages. If we were just placed in the wilderness, we have everything going against us. Our destiny is to overcome all of these advantages, and the outcome will be an achievement of enlightenment. Kant believes that humanity will hit a breaking point where our development is not so much necessary as it is want. At first, we develop so we can survive and thrive, but then after we hit a certain point, almost like we are now, all of our basic needs are met. So, what's the next thing driving us to this enlightenment age? And Kant believes that we have a sort of unsociable sociability. And this is almost like an envy of other people, which drives us to do better so that we can get other things, or the things that we want that we see others have. Now, this enlightenment will ultimately culminate in a world order, where everybody, the whole world, is ruled by one government. Kant believes that this will give us the most freedom and allow us to be the most mature than anything else. To do this, there are 2 things that have to be done. We have to create a checks and balances system so that we can mitigate any corruption and that nobody has too much power, just like almost like the American checks and balances system. But since it's a world order, it has to be way better. The second is to build a culture that promotes development and public discourse so that we can further share knowledge and engage in philosophy so that we can create this better checks and balance system. If I were to sum everything up here, I would say that enlightenment is the ability to think for yourself, and that humanity's history is an underdog story in which humanity will overcome all of our natural disadvantages, first through necessity and later through a natural competitiveness driven by humanity's unsociable sociability.